Half a year ago, we escaped from Austria, had a stopover in Mexico for a few months, and now we seemingly did it. Just before our residency documents for Paraguay expired, we were able to start the process and already obtained our temporary residency. Here in Paraguay, it was just after the hot summer months. We were equipped with a functional and comfortable car with AC, and we're now hoping to quiet down our adventures a bit. We felt like we had arrived at the right place. Paraguay is a country so far off of other people's radar, not even the global health scare can change the beauty of its nature and all the friendly and open people here. For as long as we didn't need to accomplish anything or need anything done fast, all was great. We left cities behind and tried our luck with different hotels, more in the rural areas. Hotel Paraíso gave us some good shelter while we still had a connection to the nearby town of Villa Rica. With the best food in town, especially their filet mignon, and some interesting stories by the German owners Stefan and Magali, a week there flew by and we moved further into the wild. Next stop, Colonial Independencia. And there, the Hotel Independencia. Here we found nature's beauty and some idyllic shelter to discover and meet some friendly people at Colonia Independencia. For both of the hotels and many other Paraguayan adventures, you will find detailed videos on Alexandra Allover's YouTube channel. In the colony, we met Johannes and Lydia and gained the first ideas of how it would feel to buy land in Latin America. One can run a farm or rent out houses and apartments to others. The possibilities are endless. We got recommendations on where to go off-roading and put our Prado to its first big test. So we climbed Salto Suizo, the Swiss waterfall. And it was beautiful, a small and cozy waterfall with some places to go hiking. We met the couple Claudia and Thomas, who emigrated to Paraguay from Germany when they were teenagers and are now a family of 4, offering different houses for short and long-term rentals. With all these promising things in our surroundings, we were ready to look for a long-term rental house and settle down for a few months to concentrate on our online coaching businesses. We were looking for a little furnished house with AC and good internet. Ideally a small yard and garden and, if possible, a pool or access to one. Maybe even a gym nearby, and everything would be perfect. We already started looking at different places. But it turned out to not be easy to find a place just for a few months, and most places were unfurnished. Just months earlier, lots of houses were available for rent, but due to the newly found human rights violations in Europe and in the United States, many people decided to leave the Western world and made their way to places like Paraguay. Here, they make immigration easy and have handled the worldwide pressure to overreact on the flu pandemic with a lot less strict measures. Unfortunately, though, for us, we wouldn't give up, but felt frustrated with the lack of options. We had to move forward and try different areas of the country. Distances here in Paraguay and all of South America are huge, so we ended up spending many hundreds of miles on road trips in the car. That's where we cherish our love for audiobooks. In combination with the beautiful scenery, an exciting story or an informative non-fiction book can be the best companion for long trips. For this, we love Audible. Audible is an audiobook subscription service that gets you one audiobook per month. Even better, we teamed up with Audible, and with the link in the description below, you support the Escape Diaries and get your first audiobook free of charge. So sign up right now and tell me in the comments, what's your favorite audiobook and when do you like to listen to them? Our search for a new home, however, wasn't fruitful, so that meant we had to move to different parts of the country. Not before a big surprise hit us though. Over the past months, we had been following the journey of Christoph Heuermann on his catamaran. He and his crew of the boat SY Staatenlos made it from Croatia in the Mediterranean Sea all the way to the coast of Brazil. Christoph is specialized in coaching people in globalized living and tax optimization. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to the small legal individualities of every country. He has almost seen them all, and not even worldwide lockdowns can stop him from checking some more countries off his list. He's clearly a role model for adventure, and now him and his boat's captain Josh created a contest on Instagram, with people posting stories about why they would want to join the crew of the catamaran. They would draw 2 contestants to win 1 week of sailing for themselves and a partner. The sailing would take place at an island close to Rio de Janeiro. Included in the trip is a free consultation with Christoph worth 1,000 euros. Both Alexandra and me ended up posting some creative stories about why we want to be part of their crew. Check out both of them on our story archive of both of our Instagram channels. Why Brazil? Because we're gonna meet up with the crew of SY Staatenlos. They're there with their boat in Rio de Janeiro. And we're gonna meet up with Josh, and we're gonna meet Christoph, and we're gonna have a really great time. As it so happened, the boat's mascot chicken was gonna pick the 2 winners.
Alright, it's time for the chicken to pick the winner. It's already going crazy, it's about to pick. This is gonna be the first winner here. And that's gonna be the second winner. Alright, I have 2 here. And it's Alexandra Klar.
Well, Alexandra was one of the lucky ones. We now were in contact with Josh to organize the sailing trip. He was excited to receive us. We were gonna experience some cool adventures together. It was all supposed to be going down by the end of April in Brazil. But how were we gonna be able to make it all work? What about our plans? We just had a month or so before we had to leave for Brazil. We still had to finalize our car documents, had to hear back from our immigration helper, to get our residency permits and ID cards, and had no place to stay till leaving. And just as we were lucky with the contest, things turned worse when the riots hit in the streets of Asunción, and the corrupt government was threatening the public with new, stricter lockdowns and border closings. So just when we thought life was gonna be better and easier we had to worry about not being able to leave the country or even leave the house. Check out in the next episode to see how we hustled to further our dreams of freedom. With this inspirational journey continuing in the next video, I want to make you aware of my current offer for a free online coaching session with me. With the Adventure Escape Diaries, you can follow my journey to personal freedom. And now let's make your dream life possible as well. You want to talk to me about reaching your fitness goal, healthy eating on the go, or you need help emigrating from your country and finding a new home? I am here for you, and I can point you into all the right directions. Get inspired by this one-time session or join me for a regular coaching. So go ahead, follow the link in the description and book your free appointment right now. I can't wait for you to plan your own escape and join the adventure.